one thing that is extremely important if you want to create an attractive, appealing brand is to know the values of your customer and to reflect these values in your brand. So you look like a good friend to this customer. And one amazing tool that you can use to achieve that is the Limbic map. The Limbic map, I suggest you just Google it and have a look at it. The Limbic map is a value map where you see the different values that there are. Some are more female, some are more masculine, some are more young, some are more old, depending on what kind of customer audience you work with. These values will put your customer and your audience into one of the specific locations on that value map. It's like a compass to know exactly, to know a number of different values that most likely resonate together with the customer. So if, for example, if your customer is in the very bottom left of the value map, then you might see some values there. And you can use these different values to appeal to him by, for example, talking about these values in your text, or to use specific keywords in your text. And there are even keyword tools out there. And I guess with ChatGPT and some of this AI technology that's emerging right now, you can write text that specifically appeals and uses different values as an enhancement of a more emotional communication. So imagine, someone might value freedom, or your audience might value freedom a lot. Then you can locate the specific keyword freedom on the Limbic map, and you draw like a circle around it, and you see other values like autonomy, fame, status, pride, honor, victory, courage. And by making your circle of values bigger than just one value, but also not too big, if otherwise it's going to become not as precise. So you want to be precise with your values and targeting like maybe 3 to 7 to 8 values, and you put them all into one value appeal that you want to find. And this makes your audience way bigger, and this unites different people from the different angles onto this one brand, the one brand value that you're trying to create there. And there's a lot that you can learn about the Limbic map and the Limbic system, and basically all stems from our brains and how the brain is created and wired and evolved over time. There are whole books about the Limbic map, and I guess you just research that a bit, look at the map, find out more about how does it work and what are the values that, for example, where are you in the Limbic map with your value system? Where are your customers? Where's your brand? Is there a match? And again, that is one of the methods that we use in our stack positioning philosophy that we have, that we use to appeal to the customer through his values. The next concept is going to talk about the level of consciousness that the customer has that also kind of merges with this value topic. And especially like over time, for example, a young man, 21 years old, might be very heavily valuing these dominance values. And over time, as he gets older, as he creates a family, builds like a family and just gets more life experience, then his testosterone levels might decrease and his cortisol levels might increase. And that would result in a value change, which is extremely interesting. So depending on your age ranges and gender, you might immediately know where to locate your specific brand on this value map. Very, very interesting. Obviously, it's kind of a deep thing to go into, but I think it's very worthwhile, like most of the other concepts that I talk about.